Back again on the Mango Scroll channel. Before starting, please subscribe first so that this channel continues to provide interesting stories. Why are you surprised? This is my evolutionary heritage. Damn it, you are so shameful, what you did to her body. Have you heard this sentence before? Anti-fragile. If you can't kill me, the pain you give me will only make me stronger. Muscles become stronger as they tear and recover. I developed a drug that dramatically shortened his recovery time. The more I get hit, the stronger my body becomes. You know what that means. This means the possibility of winning from me is very slim. Sun Gu mutters, if I'm caught I'll die for sure. The probability that you will win from me is 0%. Sun Gu's current position is in danger. He couldn't dodge Nathaniel's attacks. Until now, none of them survived when they were in my hands. But maybe I can congratulate you because you managed to escape. Nathaniel muttered, impossible, I'm sure I grabbed him and grabbed his neck. 0.1 seconds, in that very short time, he was able to dodge my attack. He put his hand inside and made room to escape from my grip. In that very short time, he made all his decisions and even avoided my hand when I tried to grab his neck. Are Sun Gu's reflexes monster reflexes? Sun Gu muttered, I almost couldn't get away, and he only grabbed me for a moment, but it felt like nails were being driven into my hands. Like the events of time, that's one thing for sure, I will definitely die. Nathaniel said, let's fight again. I looked at your medical chart. Judging from your abilities, you are in a rank. No, you are stronger than most rank killers. Besides, you won't be able to beat me. I'm still evolving. Well, Sun Gu, how about you beg like a dog, then you beg me. I might turn you into something extraordinary. Sun Gu is just silent. Then Sun Gu raised his hands, as if he was going to give up. Then Sun Gu said, I knew you understood me. The first time I saw you, I know you're different. Let's forget what happened and walk the same path. Your desire to become stronger. Nathaniel asks Sun Gu, now, what are you doing? Sun Gu replies, for rude brats, discipline is the answer. That's a very good answer, right you should be? Then they fought again. Their movements were very agile. It was truly an apostle fight. Sun Gu's attacks are superior to before. Sun Gu managed to land a series of blows on Nathaniel's body. Jiwon and his colleagues were shocked with their fight. This doesn't look like a fight between humans. Kim Sun Gu, you are indeed stronger than others. You're very different from the people I've fought against. But the fact that will not change is that at the moment of our fight, my body is also in the evolutionary stage. This is the first time I've enjoyed a fight so much. I wonder how far I can become stronger. I wonder how much stronger I can become. However, there are still questions you haven't answered. You have proven enough that you are strong. But why? I feel behind this ability status. Actually, there is one thing I don't know. What do you actually believe until you want to continue this fight? Actually, what makes your gaze not waver at all? Correct. Then there is only one answer. And I've decided for now. Now there's no use in you begging like a dog. From now on I will unlock all the power of my body. Starting from small pieces of bone, get into the cell. I will check everything until it is not missed. It's a shame because it's the last thing I'll see. It's my fists that are so strong. Jiwon and his colleagues are very scared because Sun Gu will die. Unreasonable circumstances. But suddenly Sun Gu said, what did you just say? Your fists will get stronger if you keep getting hit. Your muscles will lengthen if you experience shock, and in the process, those muscles will become bigger and stronger. Then you also said, the reason you are strong is because you drastically shorten your muscle recovery speed. And I just keep waiting for it? How long will you become stronger? Then I also waited for your swollen muscles to become very strong to squeeze the bones and nerves all over your body. You definitely can't move your fingers an inch. Nathaniel muttered, why can't my body move? I really didn't think about it. I was too immersed in the fight and completely unaware that my body had become stiff. But is this man able to realize the side effects of my gift in just 10 minutes? And I didn't even realize it. Apostle Nathaniel, he lost badly with the boy yesterday afternoon. This is something that cannot possibly happen. No, this shouldn't happen. I have taken many lives to gain this power. I have endured a lot of pain to gain this strength. That's how I make myself a perfect human being. However, I will die at the hands of a kid like him. But not long after, Nathaniel said, I didn't expect to use my ACE card. An illegal drug. Although, this medicine has the side effect of relaxing my muscles. This medicine can also make me become a late-stage living creature. Kim Sun-gu, you have the right to witness the final stage of my evolution. After 3 minutes have passed, I will not exist in this world. And of course, I will also make you like me. They started attacking each other. Sun-gu also has to be careful this time. Nathaniel is in a much different power than before. Nathaniel was more enthusiastic and fiery. Nathaniel is now the final evolution, and his fists are the strongest he has ever been. Even so, Sun-gu was still able to read Nathaniel's attacks. Nathaniel started to get overwhelmed, silent, as if he was fighting 1,000 people, even though he only fought against one person. Now he just realized the strange feeling he got from Kim Sun-gu, who was listed as a rank D with a small hexagon, had a mountain of experience. No one could ever surpass him. Nathaniel muttered, Kim Sun-gu, who easily has experience, that level is very high. Beyond the sky, which I have been chasing for a long time, all my life. What I've always imagined, attain a position like God is. In 2003, there was someone who took the oath to mark school graduation. I intend to seriously dedicate my life to the service of humanity. I will practice medicine, while maintaining conscience and dignity. No matter what threats I face, I will not use my medical knowledge against humanity. Those are the representatives of graduating students from Glory Medical University. Some say the child is the first genius in the world who managed to graduate from medical university at the age of 13. Even though he was born like that, he wasn't happy at all. Pediatric patient ward, August 1994. Nathaniel was born as a very weak person. Even though he is God's chosen child. There must be a reason why he was chosen to be born to be such a weakling. This is roughly what the reason is. Red crayfish shed their shells and forms a new shell with this way. Crayfish molt their skin independently to make his body bigger and stronger. Maybe God gave him a task. Maybe it is a task to achieve things that other humans cannot achieve. Humans just need to make themselves stronger like animals. Now he will be the one who can make that happen. In 2012, the patient was shot and suffered from bleeding. There was no time. They immediately prepared for surgery. Nathaniel immediately underwent surgery, but the people were all noisy. Nathaniel muttered, "Why are they making such a fuss about this? Even though this is just a job for me, it's actually strange to question the ethics in this matter. But why? My heart is beating fast. Among all the people I have ever met, you have the strongest physique. How can you have such a strong physique? What makes you different from me? I'm very curious because of that. I really want to skin you." Nathaniel was confused as to why his mind wanted to skin that person so badly. Nathaniel did it without realizing it. Then Nathaniel muttered, "Obviously I was doing surgery to treat internal organs, when I realized his brain was already open." Since that incident, Nathaniel has left the hospital. Then, without losing anything, he hid and slipped into a city in Southern America. The reason why he hid in that city was because there were lots of people who could be used as research objects. He always observes this phenomenon and proves the results of his research. Nathaniel always proves the results of his development by killing strong people. Then, he strengthened the parts that were still not strong enough. Without a father's contribution and without a mother's womb. Reborn man, that's Nathaniel's figure. But today, Nathaniel was completely helpless. He had to lose to a young boy. It really feels like a dream. He who tries to be the strongest person. Now it's all useless. Then he muttered, my spine was completely destroyed. It felt like all the muscles in my body were melting. I can't even move my fingers. Sun Gu said, don't move. If you move, it will only speed up the rest of your life. Then Nathaniel asked, please tell me, I have been investing for 30 years. During that time I only thought about becoming stronger and continuing to survive from day to day. While you are Kim Sun Gu, what efforts you are making, my brain cannot understand it at all. Sun Gu answer, if I answer, will you be able to understand it? You are curious about the reason you can't follow me. I know how much effort and persistence you have had all this time, but I have invested my efforts for 65 years. While you are only 30 years, maybe now you understand. Nathaniel was shocked to hear Sun Gu's words. That's impossible. How do you do it? However, there is still a lot that I don't understand, even as a doctor like me. Even so, I can meet you before I die. Nathaniel breathed his last breath after that. That's how the fight at the Hospital of Honor ended. All the killers from Brazil, including Nathaniel, finally died. And the information about the killer Glory in the honorary hospital has been deleted. On the way home, Doko asked the teacher, Teacher, we are curious about something. Don't we deserve to slowly move up to level C? The teacher answered, you calling level C is like calling a dog. The teacher laughed. They were told to remove the cast on his leg. Doko tells about what happened inside the honorary hospital. On the other hand, Yuna looks gloomy. Sun Gu glanced at Yuna, who was next to him. Yuna mumbled, right, but this has been resolved well, so I should be happy. But why? I don't feel relieved at all. Yuna was still thinking about Nathaniel's words at that time. That Nathaniel will save Eugen if he can bring Peter before his eyes. Sun Gu then said, is this because of your sister? Yuna answered, sister, what do you mean? I was thinking about the disadvantages of not being able to eat for the past few days. It's no use anyway, because Nathaniel had destroyed the blood serum. Sun Gu said, that's right, even though I'm sure you can find another way. Yuna also thanked Sun Gu. They arrived at the school. The Yoga brothers were still talking even though they had arrived at their place of residence. They all got out of the car. Sun Gu then speaks to Yuna. Why didn't you bring that thing? Yuna took it, then she was curious about the contents. Then he opened the thing. After opening it, Yuna was surprised by its contents. It turned out that the contents were blood serum that his sister needed. Sun Gu said, it turns out Nathaniel didn't really destroy the item. Hopefully, the item suits Eugen's preferences. Sun Gu then leaves. Yuna was very sad and happy. He shed tears. Dia berharap Eugen bisa diselamatkan dengan serum dari itu. It was already evening at the honorary hospital. There were 2 people in the hospital and were chatting. Boss, we have transferred all the patients to another hospital. And what happened in this place, not delivered out. I still can't believe it. These were not traces of human fighting. At this time, I'm also blocking media, so you can rest easy. The boss asked, what the culprit was Peter. That's right, his face was clearly recorded on CCTV in the hospital. But no one saw him. He was also not seen when he left the hospital. He seemed to have disappeared like a ghost. 2 people came and heard the ghost's words. The uncle was frightened and said that he had said something wrong. He apologized for those words, but ignored. Then the uncle died from a sword cut. You said Peter was a ghost. How dare you mention the word ghost in front of me? Then the man spoke to the boss. Are you angry that I killed your subordinates, boss? The boss said, how could I be angry? Apostle Nathaniel, he is a beginner. He died before even being trained, so disgusting. It seems like, do I have to punish him myself? The next day, teacher with a serious look. The teacher said to the students, from now on you will go out to do volunteer activities. Actually, I don't know either. Why are you assigned to a mission like this? But nevertheless, that in itself is the reason why the department. Also, this volunteer was established. You must complete this mission well. Then they headed to an island. The Dokgo brothers still don't mean what the teacher said earlier, even though the teacher clearly said it was a volunteer activity. So that it can be recognized as a club at school, we should also do real volunteer activities. But the Dokgo brothers didn't want to do it. Suddenly a female teacher came. Excuse me, you guys are the ones who came for volunteer activities today, right? The Dokgo brothers glanced at the woman. After seeing the beautiful teacher, without thinking, they became hard workers now. Then Yuna said, they can't be cured at all. But what still makes me don't understand is why the teacher sent us here. Not even in the next village. To a place 500 kilometers from Seoul. After discussing that, Sungu then left. Sungu says, there must be a reason why we were sent here. Yuna noticed the look on Sungu's face. Sungu's face looked depressed. After finishing pulling the flowers in the garden, Dokgo asked the woman, are you a student at this school? No, I'm a teacher at this school. You're just saying that because I look young, right? Okay, just stop here. Don't look at me with a gaze warmer than that, because I am a student while you are a teacher. A cleaner came, then spoke. I have the students. I welcome you to your school. As you can see, our school is the only school in a remote village on this island. The uncle actually laughed after explaining the school. Yuna said to the uncle, it looks like this school is quite clean. Is there anything we can do? Of course, if you go to the back area, it really is like a pigsty. Yuna muttered, there seems to be something suspicious. They called us to a place quite far away, just to do this. After they walked, there were 2 men blocking them. They said, when will you pay the arrears? Did you know you can live comfortably? It's all thanks to us. The uncle spoke, gentlemen, apparently come here. As you can see, this school is very poor. In fact, we don't have money for our living expenses. 2 people talk. You are also poor. We sleep on newspapers. We don't have the money to pay the electricity bill. If so, at least accept this first. It looks very fresh. But instead the fruit was thrown at Uncle's body. Uncle was thrown too. The woman helped him. That person is talking. Bastard, we are businessmen. It is really unpleasant if you continue to break the rules like this. Yuna said, don't interfere. Remember what the teacher said. Never interfere. Then the beautiful teacher said, can't you see that they have no money? They eat and survive with donations. Please. The man said, then Miss Teacher, there is another way. You don't need to continue being a teacher. There are still other ways to earn money. With a face as beautiful as this, you can definitely make a lot of money. Then a man's hand blocked them. Dokgo said, I was only protecting him. That's why I can't forgive you. But what Dokgo got was a fist landed on his youth. The man said, I think someone ordered to hit. The teacher said, please don't fight. They are just students who came for volunteer activities. Strange, I think the mosquitoes have been going back and forth ever since. It feels very itchy, but I'm bleeding a lot. No need to worry, it's just a simple thing. The Dokgo brothers were finally beaten by the 2 people. Not that they are all bruised. Mum, the teacher takes care of them. They are thugs in this area, that's what they are. Don't even have a job, and keep going around. But thanks to the students, this school looks clean. Sungu said, you're really fine, you've grown up. You guys are really strong. Only strong people can withstand that. Today you look cool. Cry like a woman, take a break. At night in a park, Yuna was playing on a swing. Yuna seems to be thinking about something. Yuna muttered, I should have thanked her, but my lips were tightly closed, not wanting to say it. How do I tell him? Sungu suddenly came up behind him and said, are you thinking about your sister when you see those children? Yuna was surprised. Why did you come suddenly like that? Yuna also muttered, I think this is the right time to say it. Yuna tried to say something, but she hesitated and was shy. Sungu even said first, you must want to say thank you at that time. You must have been very scared at that time. But you still think to protect me? That courage is truly extraordinary. Not like that. I'm just curious about one thing. What is Peter's family? I have seen many killers, but none are as strong as you. You even beat Nathaniel. That's strange because you're only a level D killer. If the time comes, I will tell you everything. By the way, I thank you. Even Una was nervous to say it. Una even said, annoying, don't say it. You really are. Una even shouted loudly. Forgive me, but I really didn't listen. Una said again loudly, I thank you. You did all that on purpose, right? You should know the limits. I'll be careful in the future. The reason why I can't say thank you calmly. Go brothers and Una all grown up. Because everything is calm, let's go. Sungu headed somewhere. He went to the room where the cleaner was. He headed for a door. He opened it. I said, is there anything I can do to help? The garden said you still haven't slept. You should rest a lot. When you have a lot of work and get old, you will get tired easily later. Sungu said, I will get rid of your belly fat. The uncle even laughed out loud. Sungu then left. Sungu said, well then I will go, rest. Dear, I have smelled blood for centuries. You think you can fool me? But only you, the smell of blood is pungent. Sungu said, there is only one reason why I can be here, that is by doing voluntary work, and there is only one way, why am I here? That is for you, Apostle Simon. In this country, even in this world, there is only one person. The best swordman from Glory. It turns out you know a lot about me. If you already know that much, then I will kill you as soon as possible.